Hey, what's up? The Brew Dude's back here with another beer. Today I have Young's Double Chocolate Stout. Ale with natural chocolate flavor added. Never had this beer. The only reason I'm having it is because I do follow all the other beer reviews on YouTube, and the other day, yesterday, well, I guess the 5th of October, Louisiana Beer Reviews, Ronald was hosting a live streaming, and they examined Young's Double Chocolate Stout, as well as John H. Pierre was there and other beer reviewers that are on YouTube. So I decided, hey, let me give it a chance. Let me try this. But that's what we do. We taste beer, share it. Then that's why I'm trying it. And then I'm going to share it. And somebody else is going to try it. It's an experience. So thank you, John H. And thank you, Louisiana Beer Reviews. Let's go ahead and try this beer. So this is a double chocolate stout. It's an ale with natural chocolate flavor added. I don't know specifically the breakdown of the beer. I do a little research about them and check them out, but I like tasting them. That's the key where I get the taste. So I wonder if they added the chocolate after the beer was made, or did they add it during the fermentation, or did they add it during the boil? I don't know yet. Alcohol by volume is 5.2%. For a stout, it's pretty low. Okay. Product of England, brewed and bottled by Charles Wells, Havelock Street, Bedford, UK. Imported. Okay. The bottle's purple here. The original dark beer brewed with real chocolate and natural chocolate flavor. Pure luxury. Once I saw it on the live stream of Louisiana Beer Reviews with Ronald, they had different renditions of this beer. They had a tall can, I think it was a nitro can, this big bottle, and I think that was really it. Yeah, cool label, cool top. Here, look at that cool thing. Let's pour it, let's drink it. Not a lot of sediment at the bottom or anything. This is a 16.9 fluid ounce bottle, so 1 pint 9 ounces, 9 U.S. fluid ounces. Nice little cool bottle, little shape, old style. Little stamp, independent family brewer. Oh, that's nice. All right. Trying to see what smells I get. I mean, when I shake the little bit that's there, I get coffee grounds, like wasted coffee grounds. Like if you get the leftovers or whatever was brewed and you smell it, that's kind of what I get. I don't get too much chocolate. Yeah, I mean, just smelling it from here, I don't get a lot of chocolate or anything. The bottle, I got more kind of coffee notes. Like I said, spent coffee grounds. Tan head. It's staying nice and thick. I mean, as you can see, it's like hard to come off. Almost like milkshake quality. I don't get too much chocolate in there. The head is staying. The head's about 1.5 inches. Very thick, resilient. Beer's dark, can't see through. It's a stout. Small bubbles in there. Let's try it. You can tell the beer mustache with the head, tan head. Beer is very thin, not as full bodied as I'd imagine a stout should be. The beginning comes strong. I immediately get notes of like coffee, almost that bitterness, and that comes from the the dark crystal grains that they use, or dark roasted, just chocolate malts and different roasted malts. Ultimately, it's barley, but it's roasted at a higher degree for a certain amount of time, which gives darker characteristics and or more bitterness flavor. I don't even get chocolate. Let me just stir this a little bit. Maybe break the surface. No, not yet. I poured this beer at like my typical temperature I like to pour beers, like 49 to 50 degrees. I just feel like the flavors ultimately just kind of break the surface once they pass that super cold beer. This one here, actually, I felt the body a little bit more. I don't know if it was just the first one I had too much foam. This one, I got almost like a light to medium body. Flavors lingering. I am, like I said, fun fact about me, I am a home brewer, so I'm always around grains. And periodically I taste the different grains. I grab some and throw them, pop them in my mouth, I chew them up. And this one actually, like I said, I taste the burnt grains, these high roasted like chocolate malted grain. That's what I taste. I do have a little metallic flavor also that I get. And that's probably coming from this spent grains. They probably use a lot of them. So what it contains malted barley, which can be malted barley from, barley is barley. Then you have several different ranges of different roasts that you can choose from. So they probably put a whole bunch of that chocolate or dark malt. Oats, is contributing to what the head was. All those oats and oatmeal, some wheat contribute to that nice thick head. That's really it. Malted barley and oats. Bitterness. It's not as bitter. Stouts usually have, the name stout typically is stout, strong, potent, up forward, punch in your face. I don't get that. It's not a bad beer. Thinner than I usually like them when it comes to stouts. Not as bitter. Not as bitter. But I just don't get that chocolate. Beers like this that are brewed with chocolate, brewed with oatmeal, brewed with things like this tend to need to be aged longer. So because of the aging process, it can dissipate all these flavors and combine them to become one beer. And usually when you do have these chocolates or the high roasted grains, you get some metallic flavor, and that's probably where it's coming from, the metallic. A while back, I brewed this honey oatmeal chocolate porter, and that's kind of where I'm feeling. The chocolate I used was a organic powdered cacao, so like raw chocolate, and that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that. I'm getting that cacao, which is the raw part of the rawness of the chocolate, and it doesn't taste like milk chocolate. It tastes like a spice or something. It's not a bad beer. Like I said, I would think more of it would be a porter. For the style of being a stout, I usually don't rate a beer, give a grade or anything. But if I had to give a grade for this beer, for like being the double chocolate stout, and I'm expecting a stout, it would probably be B plus or a B, just in there, because it is tasty. But just for a beer to be able to drink, you know what? I'm giving it probably an A minus A. It's not a bad beer. I'd probably drink it again. I won't chug it. Let's break the surface and get more aromas. I can smell that oat. That oat just gives I don't know, that oat contributes. If you really look at it up to the side, just like let the light break just a bit. Oats and wheat, when you use to brew with them, give this like almost fine, powdery milkiness to the beer that is hard to clarify. So I can see that, and you get this mouthfeel that's almost kind of coating your mouth with a thin layer of the most finest powder, which, because like I said, oats and wheat, are right there. So, you know what? As the beer warmed up, because now we're talking about the beer's probably in its 60s. I'm starting to smell the chocolate now. You know what it smells like? It smells like a donut, like a Long John donut, or just the chocolate they use in the donuts. When you get that to your nose, that's what it smells like. I'm getting the chocolates now. Less coffee. I don't get no hop at all. Maybe, no hop. It smells actually better as you let it sit. I actually enjoy it now, warmer. Correct me if I'm wrong. In some parts of the world, and they drink their beer a lot warmer than what is. Hey, let's get a cold beer. Let's freeze it till right before freezing. Usually that just cuts and nullifies all the flavors. In certain parts of the world, they drink it at room temperature, and this beer here actually is getting better at room temperature. I'm enjoying it now more than what I usually drink my beers at 49, 50 degrees. Wow. It actually changed everything. Young's Double Chocolate Stout. Ale with natural chocolate flavor added. 5.2%. I bought it at the local Beverage More, Bevmo, for $3.99. 16.9 ounces. 5.2% alcohol. Product of England. So my final, grade for this, because it changed during everything. As a stout, I give it a B because I just don't see it as a stout. I see it as a, maybe like a extra porter or something. As a beer to drink, I actually given it a solid A. I did enjoy this beer, but I only enjoyed it as it got warmer. At 50 degrees, I didn't. At 50 degrees, I didn't. At 60, between 58 and 65 degrees, I did. It was a lot more. I mean, I can't take away from it. I did somewhat enjoy it at 50, but it just got better. And I feel like if it even warmed up even more, it'd probably get that much better. That's really it. Louisiana Beer Reviews, thank you. John H. Pierre, thank you. And all the other beer reviews here at YouTube, thank you very much. With that said, the Brew Dude is out.